Hello and welcome to Insights in Action with Orange 142, where we interview agency leaders and business owners to uncover the journeys, strategies, and insights that drive their success. At Orange 142, we're all about transforming brand stories into impactful digital experiences through innovative media and marketing solutions. Today, I'm joined by Andrew Singleton of Preacher, which is a really cool agency. How's it going, Andrew?
Good, good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. First of all, thank you so much for being on. And really, I'd love to just start this off by learning a little bit more about your background, Andrew, and a little bit more about Preacher.
Yeah, I'll start with Preacher. We're a branding and design agency located right here in Austin, Texas. We do anything from big global campaigns for Fortune 500 companies right down to branding, design, identity for local businesses right here in Austin. So it's a pretty good range of things. Anything creative or design oriented that a company might want or need, that's sort of us.
That's awesome. Cool. And what do you do over at Preacher?
I am an associate creative director and writer here. I've been here about 4 years now. Before this, I was working at an agency called Cutwater out there in San Francisco. Before that, I did a freelance stint at Mechanism in San Francisco. I've been at Mullen Lowe. I've been at Fitzco. I've done the agency tour from
Yeah.
Atlanta originally, University of Georgia Go Dogs, but made my way around the country, different agencies.
Yeah. So what was it about Preacher that having so much experience at so many different agencies, so many big name agencies, what was it about Preacher that really attracted your attention? Because I'm sure they are like, hey, we're getting a rock star here in Andrew.
Oh, well, thank you. I don't know about that, but to answer your question, I think Preacher's got a great reputation as just a really top-notch advertising and design agency. I think for me specifically, the thing that attracted me to them most was their design chops. We have a really great, robust design department. We have a just stable of talented designers who can do anything in any style across the board. And I
Mhm.
think for me as a writer that the magic in any piece of communication is not your talent alone. It's the way your talent mixes with other people. It's the way you can work with a team or bring a team together to make something that's more than some of its parts. And I
Mhm.
think being at writing oriented agencies for a long time, I was just feeling like I was leaving something on the table. There's something to be left on the table in the work, in that so much of even good writing is visual communication and how it looks on the page, how it's the lines are broken, the typefaces, the design flourishes that go around it. So I think working with really talented artists, working with people that have that skill was something that was really attractive to me, and I think it is just essential to any brand that wants to break through. Is it's the whole picture. It's the writing, but it's also the design, but it's also the art direction. It's all these things working in harmony. And finding people that can do the skills you can't do is essential to make something really work and really pop.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really cool. And I can relate to it. It's nice to be surrounded by people who can match your skill, but also who are better than you. So, people that you can learn from. It seems like you found that at Preacher, which is really cool. So Preacher works with both Fortune 500 giants and local Austin brands. How do you guys balance the creative needs of such different types of clients?
It's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if balance is the word. I think you give them all your all,
Mm,
regardless of size. I think for us, the work is the gold standard at the end of the day. That's the thing we're always thinking about, always shooting for, be it for a large brand that wants to do a global campaign or just a local business around Austin. We want to put good work into the world, and anyone that gives us a chance to do that, we give them our best effort, no matter each size or budget.
yeah. Yeah, that's great. Do you have a favorite campaign that you've worked on recently that really sticks out, whether that's Fortune 500 or a local Austin brand?
Yeah, we just did a new brand campaign for Xfinity, Comcast Xfinity,
Oh,
for their
cool.
Wi-Fi. It's called The Wi-Fi is Booming. And it's just this ridiculous, magical world where we've created where all these different boom chasers from throughout time, throughout culture are coming to this little town to get in on the Wi-Fi. So we've got 1850s prospectors, we've got West Texas oilmen, we've got tech entrepreneurs all descending on this neighborhood to take advantage of Xfinity's Wi-Fi. And it was just Like when you're on set and you're like looking at a prospector in long johns and you're like talking about his like costume and should he wear suspenders or should he go pants on or off? You
Mhm.
just got to be doing something right.
Yeah, that's awesome. And collaboration seems central to how you work. And so I'm curious, how do you structure client agency collaboration to actually make it productive?
I think it just starts with inviting the client in, inviting them in early and often, and making it as much as you can feel like a safe, open space where everyone can voice their creative opinions and people don't feel siloed to their roles or their jobs or you're creative, so you get to decide what the approach to casting is and your strategy. So you should take a back seat there. I think it's just really creating that environment because I think every creative project benefits when more people feel ownership over not just whether or not this achieves the business goals, whether or not it meets the brand guidelines, but is it funny? Is it fun to watch? Is it cool? Are people going to like it? I think when you get people out of their roles and out of their silos of crunching the numbers or whatever it is they do and into the headspace of let's just make this thing awesome and help us do it. You get better ideas, you get easier sign off, everyone has more fun making the thing. All those things add up to a better end product.
Yeah, it's like one of those things of choosing who you work with and only working with people that you like in that sense of can we make something fun out of this? And I think that's one of the things I noticed when I was doing research for my questions and I was checking out you guys' website. A lot of your work that I saw, everything was fun. There was this fun element to it. It was cool. And that was like the thing that I noticed. And it made me really excited to have you guys on because that's something that I think people get lost in, especially when you've got all of these hard business goals. Hey, we need conversions or we need to increase revenue by X amount. That, hey, there's an element about this that is supposed to be fun, whether you're a Fortune 500 giant or a local company, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think you just feel it. I think people can feel it when they watch or engage with the end product. If the people have fun making it, that shows through and it just creates that much more of an engaging thing. And I think, like you said, it's easy to lose sight of that, especially when you have all this pressure for these things to perform. But at the end of the day, it's you're trying to make a thing that like catches people's attention and makes them laugh or smile or feel something. And there's a certain magic to that. You just need that intangible element of a good team that likes each other doing good work to really achieve, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. So you've written a lot, both for brands and on your own. And I'm curious, how has writing shaped your creative point of view?
I think the job of a writer, especially in a collaborative team, is just to play the organizer a little bit. As the person who spent the most time with storytelling or with putting together a piece, just putting writing in the world and getting feedback, you're the person who has the strongest sense of like, all right, does this flow logically? Does this make sense? Are people going to understand what we're getting at? Are they going to get the premise? Does this joke land? All those things. You are the person that gathers up the creativity in the room, all the ideas that are flowing around, all the jokes, all the cool things people are coming up with, and you put them in order in a way that makes sense.
Oh,
And if one doesn't quite fit, you have to figure out, okay, what are the little levers I can pull that makes this joke fit in this scene or in this place. So it's really just playing this, I said it already, but creative organizer. You just organize the creativity of all the people around you into a package that people can digest and understand.
yeah. And I think one of the things that really sticks out to me about what you're saying is that you've gotten it down to this, like, almost, I don't want to say science, that kind of dilutes, but you know how to write for yourself. And it's so different when you're writing for others or when you're writing for brands, because when you write for yourself, you write in a way automatically where you understand it. So you don't have to have that extra layer of thought of, okay, I need to make sure that this flows logically so that two people like two different people can both understand this. And so that's a skill in and of itself. And I think that's what really separates people who write for themselves versus people who write for like successful campaigns for big brands that, hey, I know that I wrote this in a way that everybody can understand it, right?
Yeah, there's that element of it, and I think you just end up getting better, more interesting stuff when you take that approach. I would call it an approach more than a science because it really is just because there are writers out there that will listen to a bunch of people's ideas and then go off on their own and write a thing that maybe is similar but not the same, or takes their personal approach to all the creativity that's been flowing throughout the room. And I think that's legitimate, but I also to think that if you put yourself in a position where you're like, no, I'm going to make this person's crazy idea over here work in this thing as they see it, as they said it, and I'm just going to figure out a way to do that, gets you to so many more interesting places creatively because you're writing to ideas that you never would have had yourself. You're putting them together with other ideas you never would have tried yourself. You're writing in service of a whole room full of people who want to like make this thing come together. And if you put yourself aside a little bit and just see if it works, see if you can tie all these things into a neat little bow, oftentimes you end up with an end product that's way wilder, way more interesting than anything you would come up with on your own or in your own voice.
That's awesome. Andrew, this has been so great. I've loved learning about you and Preacher. Where can people learn more about you and the agency?
Yeah, our website's preacher.co. Check us out there. It's a lot of great work to go through. We're also on Instagram, I think, as Preacher Co. or Preacher Agency. If you type Preacher, I'm sure we'll come up. And then we have a gallery as well, Preacher Gallery at Instagram, which we host a lot of great artists in our agency space. They have gallery shows, so check them out as well. A lot of great talent, a lot of great local Austin and Southwest culture there. And then if you want to learn more about me, my website is andrewsingletonwriting.com.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you again so much for being on.
Yeah, thank you.